Welcome to Jehovah News, your trusted source for Christian faith updates. Brought to you by Jehovah's House of Saints. Stay tuned for the latest news and insights to inspire and uplift your spiritual journey. Stay connected with us as we bring you all the breaking Christian news, presented by the dedicated team at Jehovah's House of Saints. Thank you for tuning in to Jehovah News.
Have you ever pondered the real power of kindness and unity? This question brings us to a story from long ago, a story about a young prince in the land of Israel who was destined to inherit the throne from his wise father, King Solomon. As the prince prepared to shoulder the responsibilities of rulership, he turned to the kingdom's elders for guidance. Picture this scene. The elders, seasoned by years and experiences, gathered around this young prince. They shared their wisdom, illuminating the true nature of leadership. They unfurled the scrolls of scriptures, revealing to him the words of Proverbs 16:24. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. They explained that through kind and uplifting words, he could inspire loyalty and devotion among his people. The elders didn't stop there. They turned the pages to another scripture, Proverbs 22:4, which states, "Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life." They reminded the young prince of his father, King Solomon, a man renowned for his wisdom, compassion, and humility. They stressed that true greatness arises not from power or authority, but from serving others with a humble heart. The young prince listened with rapt attention, absorbing the profound wisdom of the elders. He understood that a leader's strength is not in his dominion or command, but in his capacity to serve and uplift those under his rule. This realization marked the beginning of his journey towards kingship, a journey guided by the principles of kindness, love, and unity. This ancient tale holds a timeless lesson, a lesson about the power of kindness and unity. It is a lesson that transcends borders and eras, a lesson as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. What if we could apply these ancient lessons in our modern world? Our story begins in the ancient land of Israel, where a young prince is about to inherit a great responsibility. In the heart of the kingdom, the young prince, heir to the wise King Solomon, was preparing to ascend the throne. Aware of the immense task ahead, he turned to the elders of the realm, seeking their wisdom and guidance. These elders, weathered by time and filled with understanding, gathered around him. They began to share their insights, teaching him the importance of leading with kindness and the power of good words. They opened the ancient scrolls, revealing the words of Proverbs 16:24. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. The elders explained, just as honey brings sweetness and health, so too do kind and uplifting words bring joy and strength to the people. Speak to them with compassion and they will follow you with devotion. As the young prince listened, he contemplated the wisdom of the elders. He began to understand the power of kindness and the impact of his words. He realized that his role as a king was not just to rule, but to serve his people with love and respect. The elders went further, sharing the wisdom of King Solomon himself. They quoted Proverbs 22:4. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. They taught the young prince that true greatness comes from serving others with humility and grace. As the prince absorbed these lessons, he felt a profound shift within him. He understood that his strength as a leader would not come from his power or authority, but from his ability to serve, uplift, and unite those under his care. And so the prince discovered the first powerful lesson, the influence of gracious and kind words. With this newfound wisdom, he set forth on his journey towards kingship, determined to lead with kindness, humility, and unity. But the lessons did not stop there. The elders had more wisdom to share. As the young prince sat amidst the wise elders, they began to delve deeper into the principles of leadership. They explained that true leadership is not about exercising power, but about serving others with humility and compassion. They shared with him the teachings from the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 4. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. They told the prince, this scripture teaches us that humility, not pride, leads to honor, wealth, and life. As a leader, you must remember that your role is to serve the people, not to rule over them with an iron fist. You must treat them with kindness and respect, for they are the ones who make the kingdom thrive." The elders continued, "A king is a servant to his people. He must be willing to listen, to understand, and to empathize with their struggles. He must be humble enough to admit his own faults and learn from his mistakes. Only then will he earn the respect and loyalty of his subjects." They emphasized, "Remember, Prince, that your power comes from the people. If you treat them poorly, they will turn against you. But if you serve them with kindness and humility, they will stand by your side and support you in times of adversity." The prince listened attentively, absorbing each word. He realized that the elders were right. True power does not come from a crown or a throne, but from the hearts of the people he would serve. He understood that he had a responsibility to lead with kindness, humility, and respect. From that day forward, the prince vowed to uphold these values. He promised to lead with humility, to serve his people with compassion, and to strive for unity in his kingdom. He knew that this was the path to true greatness, and he was ready to embrace it. The prince learned that true greatness comes not from power, but from humility and service. Unity, they say, is strength, but the elders had a deeper insight. As the young prince embraced the wisdom of kindness and humble leadership, the elders presented him with yet another crucial lesson. This time, their teachings revolved around the power of unity and collaboration. They turned the pages of the scriptures to Ecclesiastes 4, 9, 10, reading out loud the words that had been written many centuries ago. "Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." These words resonated deeply within the young prince. He realized that these verses were not just about physical labor or hardships, but they extended to all aspects of life. He understood that unity is not merely about strength in numbers, but it's about mutual support, shared goals, and collective growth. He learned that unity and collaboration are the very essence of a thriving kingdom. A king may rule alone, but it's the people working together in harmony that truly make a kingdom prosper. He saw that the elders, in their wisdom, were not just instructing him to be a good ruler, but they were guiding him on how to create a harmonious and prosperous society. The prince learned that unity fosters empathy, understanding, and respect among the people. It encourages them to support each other in times of need and to celebrate together in times of joy. And collaboration, he understood, is the practical manifestation of unity. It's about working together, leveraging each other's strengths, and compensating for each other's weaknesses to achieve a common goal. He realized that, just like a well-oiled machine, every person in the kingdom had a role to play, and when they worked together in harmony, the kingdom would prosper and thrive. Unity and collaboration. Together, they formed the bedrock of a prosperous and harmonious society, the prince thought to himself. Together, we are stronger. This was the final lesson the prince learned from the elders. The young prince, now a wise king, ruled with kindness, humility, and unity. But how do these lessons apply to us today? In our fast-paced modern world, it's easy to overlook the timeless wisdom passed down from ancient times. Yet the lessons from King Solomon's son remain as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. They remind us that true power and influence lie not in wealth or status, but in our ability to treat others with kindness and respect. Every day we interact with people from all walks of life, our families, our colleagues, our neighbors. Each interaction presents an opportunity to apply the teachings of the wise king. By choosing to speak words of encouragement and love, we can uplift those around us, just as the young prince was taught. Humility, too, is a virtue that transcends time and culture. In a world that often equates success with self-promotion and individual achievement, the principle of humble leadership stands as a powerful counter-narrative. It reminds us that true greatness comes not from elevating ourselves, but from lifting others up. By approaching our relationships and responsibilities with humility, we can foster a sense of mutual respect and collaboration. Finally, the lesson of unity is one that resonates deeply in our increasingly interconnected world. As we navigate complex issues and challenges, the wisdom of Ecclesiastes 4, 9, 10 rings true. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. By valuing unity and working together towards common goals, we can achieve far more than we could alone. In essence, the ancient wisdom of King Solomon's son serves as a timeless guide for our daily lives. It challenges us to lead with kindness, humility, and unity, and to recognize the inherent value in each person we encounter. Just like the young prince, we too can create a world of peace and happiness through kindness, humility, and unity.